Hello, my dear students. Welcome back for kinematics of rigid body. Now we will discuss about the how to locate the IC of velocity uh, of the different points. Now for that we will consider three cases. Number one means three cases means in this body is rotating in general plane motion at in this direction, in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, and there are 2 points A and B. So they have unequal magnitude velocity. Means V has some value, VB some other value. Now if we want to locate the IC of these velocities of these points, similarly to calculate the velocity of different velocities of the different points or different particles on this body. Suppose P point. Here another point, here maybe other point, here another point, here another point, here another point. So we may calculate the velocity of every point on this body, in this body, by locating its IC, by locating the instantaneous center. So first condition is that when the direction of the velocity of the 2 points A and B, velocity A and B in the body are known, means their direction and velocity are known, and are unequal in magnitude. Some may less and other may greater value. So what to do? So first step is consider 2 points A and B, A and B with velocity VA and VB velocity that is given to us. Now draw a perpendicular to the tail of the velocity A like this, and also draw another perpendicular at the tail of the velocity B. So where they intersect. So this point is known as point of, or this is known as the instantaneous center. But at this moment, if this whole body shift from this point to rightward or leftward, then it will again change. So that is why now the instantaneous center for velocity A is IA, and for the point B or velocity B is IB. With the help of this IC, we can now calculate the velocity of this point B. How? Now, from this point I, we will draw a perpendicular to this point, right? Now we have to reverse the process. Reverse the process means where it meets at the P, now we have to draw another perpendicular in this direction. Means these two lines, velocity and this IC, must be perpendicular to each other. So that is why you are saying it is making the angle in this direction, or it is facing little bit lower to this A part. So this A point. So here we can calculate the velocity, the direction of the velocity, as well as the magnitude of the velocity. How? So why we draw perpendicular? Because the velocity is always directed to perpendicular to the center of a circle, or circle means of rotation, because it is being rotated. Now you can see this is the radius, this is rotating, and the velocity is always tangential, and when we draw its uh, surface and meet with this radius, So this is always perpendicular. So radius and tangential point is always perpendicular to each other. That is why this concept has been used. Now, if the velocity Va is due to rotation about some IC, then center must lie along IC. Similarly, it is done with B. Now, therefore, their point of intersection I determines the IC. At that instant, angular velocity is equal to omega is equal to Va upon I. As we know about the omega and we also know about the Va, so we can calculate the value of Ia. And similarly, we can find the value of Ib with this point. And after getting these values, we can find out the velocity of the point P. So thus the velocity Vp at any point P is given at that instant by r omega. R means the radius. Radius means the instantaneous center in this condition. So R Ip or Ic is replaced by R. You can understand like that. Okay. So Ip into omega. R omega. So the expression will remain same. Now, second condition, when the velocity Va and Vb of the 2 points in the body are parallel, here you can say they are parallel, but unequal in magnitude. These are parallel, these are parallel. These velocities are parallel, these velocities are parallel. Then how to locate the IC? Then we join the extreme points of the velocity vector. So here you join it, and where is the point of intersection? That is the IC. So IC for VB is IB, IC for VA is IA. Similarly, if it is in opposite direction but still it is parallel, so we join the extremities of this velocity. So one point here it is perpendicular. So IA is the instantaneous center for VA and IB is instantaneous center for VB. Now another case, when the VA and VB of the 2 points are equal, these are unequal, but if it becomes equal, it means then the IC is at infinity because the two extremities will never meet and all the points of the body have the same velocity. It means if it is here, any point, that the velocity of each point will be parallel. If they will be infinity, will be at infinity, and the velocity will be the same. Whichever is of VA, whichever of the VB, so the velocity will be remain. Means here VA is equal to VB. So to find these values, to find the problems, so solutions of the problems, we must know about these expressions. V means velocity is equal to IC into omega. So to find IC, we need some trigonometry and geometry. So brush up your trigonometry and geometry portions, especially some you can say symmetrical parts, and also you have to brush up the trigonometry, how to calculate the angles, sides with the help of trigonometry and geometry. Another point, important point, velocity at IC is equal to 0, or you can use it for vice versa. So V at IC is equal to 0, or where point has 0 velocity, it is IC. Hence, this concept can be used in reverse manner also. So IC lies always at perpendicular of the tail of the velocity or vice versa. So in this way, we learn to locate the instantaneous center for various velocities of the various particles or points of the body, and of being traveling or traversing the general plane motion. Thank you.